This week was really, really exciting because I got to see my baby for the first time. Hey guys, it's Amy Esther here. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not been here before, I will link the playlist of all my pregnancy updates so you can see from, the first week I found out I was pregnant until hopefully 40 weeks, see how long we make it in this pregnancy, that I will be sharing a weekly pregnancy update with you. So I will link that playlist in the description below so you don't miss any of my playlists, especially if you're watching this in the future. If you are 8 weeks pregnant, I would love to share with you my whole pregnancy journey and have you follow along with me. Let me know in the comments if you are 8 weeks pregnant and what symptoms you are feeling, how yours is different from me, and all of those things. This week was really, really exciting because I got to see my baby for the first time. We got ultrasound pictures, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. And then just seeing the heartbeat and everything going so well was just so amazing. So it is the last day of my 8 weeks today. So day 1 of 8 weeks, so exactly 8 weeks pregnant, is when I went to the doctor. I didn't know how far along I was. So if you watched my previous pregnancy updates, I was probably saying the wrong week and had to caption in there what week it actually was because I was totally wrong. I think I was almost 2 weeks earlier than I actually thought I was according to my normal cycles, which are normally pretty irregular. So it didn't surprise me because anyway, if you've seen my videos before, I'm not going to go into all of it, but basically I got pregnant after I was told that I would not be able to get pregnant, and my cycles totally got regular and all of that. I do have a video of how I got pregnant. If you're interested in that, I have PCOS and endometriosis, so I'll link that in the description as well. But point is, I was further along than I thought. So when I went in for my 8-week appointment, it was really exciting because I thought I was at like a 6-week appointment and I was measuring at exactly 8 weeks the day that I went in. So that was super fun. And now that I know exactly how far along I am, it's much easier to track and also make these videos, but also counting down, to the end of the first trimester, because this first trimester is rough. So that's been nice to just know I only have, 4 to 6 more weeks of the really severe symptoms that I'm having. Okay, my cat and my puppy were going crazy, as they always are in the back of my videos. So if you notice, I'm in a different location than typically my videos are, and I have this ugly dog cage in the background. And I was sitting here in my 7-week update as well. And that was mostly because I didn't really have the time or energy to get all of my equipment out, make it look nice, all of that, which is similar to what happened today, but also my husband's home. And he is in my normal location where I normally record my videos. So he's using that space right now. So that's why I'm out here in this kind of weird place. I'm using a different camera and microphone, so I'm not sure how it's going to sound and look, but hopefully this is still going to look okay for you. But another reason why I'm kind of doing the last couple of videos just kind of more, I guess, more relaxed, at least to me it just feels more relaxed, is just because I have been feeling so sick. And so it's hard for me to, one, get ready. I mean, look at this hair, you guys. I don't know what this is today, but that's what we're doing. Leftover curled hair that I just threw in a bun on my head. And then also I am just having a hard time just like wanting to set up and film and do all of that stuff. So we're kind of doing these more relaxed videos. I don't know how the rest of my pregnancy updates will go, if they'll all be like this or not. So hopefully if they are, this isn't too bad for you and these still come out somewhat okay quality. We will see. But the point is, I have been just feeling so sick. So I talked in my previous updates about my fatigue and how my fatigue was just like the worst symptom and it was making things really hard. And I'm definitely still struggling from that. But honestly, I feel like that's gotten a bit better this week. And it's kind of gone up and down. Like today, I actually felt pretty good this morning, and then I really crashed a couple hours later, which is kind of why this video ended up being super last minute. I started to feel a lot better and I was like, I am recording this right now when my daughter's still napping. We're getting this done as fast as possible because I did start to feel just a little bit better fatigue wise, but that's still there. However, like I said, it's just getting a little bit better. But my nausea has gotten so much worse. Like I have had the worst nausea, just no appetite. The only thing that sounds good is avocado toast on white bread, on like white French bread. That's literally the only thing that sounds good right now. And I did eat it a couple times, but I started to get some migraines. And if you have been here before, you know I was on the AAP paleo diet, which is a very, very restrictive diet. Definitely cannot have bread, can't have any grains or anything like that. And I have added a few things back to my diet this week, just because I have been really struggling with this nausea and food aversion thing, and it's hard for me to eat anything. And so if I went off my diet, I was like, well, at least I'm eating. But I've started to get these super severe migraines I've got on the past 3 nights. And so I don't know, at first I thought it was maybe nightshades, so I am avoiding nightshades again, which is tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, those things. And I had added a few of those back into my diet. And so I thought maybe it's nightshades that's giving me these migraines. So I avoided those the past couple days, but I'm still getting them. So now I'm thinking it might be gluten. That's my next theory. So now I'm avoiding gluten again, and it's just been really, really hard because literally nothing else sounds good. But then if I do eat these other foods, I just end up so much worse and so much more sick later. So I guess I'm just gonna have to gag down food that I don't want to eat. It's pretty miserable right now in the food department. Like I don't want to eat. I hate mealtime, and usually I love eating. It's like my favorite time of day, and I just dread it because I don't know what I'm gonna eat every time, and I feel like I always make the wrong thing. I always choose the wrong food, whether it makes me super nauseous and sick, or it makes me super sick later from just my normal chronic illnesses and stuff. So anyway, the food department's been super, super hard. And the nausea has gotten so much worse recently, just like the past few days has been just unbearable. And the migraines, the headaches, that it's gotten a lot worse as well. So I really have been feeling worse, but my fatigue's been feeling better. So it's kind of this weird balance that is just never actually balanced. It's awful. So that's my symptoms for the week. Cravings this week really has just been that toast. Avocado toast, but I can't think of anything else I've really been like craving. Every once in a while I crave chocolate ice cream. I did crave like a chocolate ice cream cone, like just the cone, and I got one once this week, which I don't know if that was a mistake. It honestly didn't taste as good as I was hoping, but I do crave chocolate ice cream a lot, so that's something I've been craving. Typically if I'm craving that, I'll make myself like a vegan protein chocolate mixture, and that seems to hold me over. However, it gives me a really bad stomach ache because of all the ingredients that are in vegan proteins. My body hates me. It's just like this awful balance. And if this is your first video of me, you're gonna think I'm crazy. If you've been here before, you're like, oh yeah, that's just Amy. She has like a million problems all the time. So anyways, that's my symptoms. Those are my cravings. Aversions this week is like everything. Basically everything just sounds gross, especially if I have to make it myself. If someone else makes it, if I buy something at a restaurant or my husband makes it and I don't have to see or smell it being made, then it doesn't totally gross me out. But if I have to make it, I don't know why this happened with my daughter too, it just grosses me out. So having a hard time with that. That's been rough. Apples have been sounding good, so I have been craving apples. Add that to the craving list. So that's good. That's something that is healthy and good for me. So those are cravings. The other thing I like to share typically is my weight gain. I'm still hovering around 121, 122 pounds. I did end up buying a scale because I really did want to watch my weight over this pregnancy. Not that I'm like worried about gaining weight, but I just think it's super interesting. And I feel like my brain that I have trained to not be so negative towards the scale anymore like I used to feel back in the day. So I feel like I can bring a scale back into my home. I had gotten rid of one after my last pregnancy just because I didn't want to stress about the scale too much, but I've retrained my brain. So I'm feeling good about that. But the point is, I am hovering around 121, 122 pounds, so really haven't gained any weight. A really exciting thing from this week that I want to show you is my ultrasound pictures. So there's my sweet little baby. You can see him or her. Again, we don't know the gender yet. I keep saying her because I have a girl and I think that's what I know. And so I just think it's a girl because that's all I know. I would be so happy with a boy, so happy. And I change my mind every day on which one I want. So it's a good thing I don't get to decide because I can't decide which one I want. Anyway, so we don't know the gender, but we did get to see the baby. Heart rate was perfect and it was just really exciting and good. Talked to him a little about my diet. He said, do the best you can. But we were kind of at a point where we're no longer worried about losing the baby for the same reason that I lost my previous pregnancies. Even though now at this point, I'll be 9 weeks tomorrow. So I still have, 3 more weeks, which is the typical 12 weeks when people say is safe to tell people and all of that. I tell people way before that, but we feel really confident because most of my pregnancies that ended really early. So I'm not too worried. I feel really confident this baby is tucked in there snug and everything's going well. And I do not dwell on the fact that of course it's possible to lose a baby at any stage. From 0 to 40 weeks, there's a possibility, right? But I do not dwell on that at all because there's really no point. In fact, I have a video, not sure if it's up yet. If it is, I'll link it down below. But it is about how I deal with pregnancy after miscarriage and how I just don't stress about it. And I'm so happy the entire time I'm pregnant. And that is so true. So anyway, that was my 8-week update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are pregnant, again, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear about your pregnancy, especially if you're 8 weeks. I wanna know how your 8-week is comparing to mine. Are you feeling really sick like me? I would totally love to know that. I hope you're not feeling as sick as me because this is awful and I'm kind of miserable, but everything's going good. Oh, you guys, I was just ending this video and I forgot I needed to update you on what I talked about last week. So last week I talked about how I was feeling really depressed. So that has gotten a bit better. Honestly, seeing the baby has helped me. It really has. And I don't know if that's subconsciously like that I was worried there was something wrong with the baby. Cause honestly, like I was not worried. I felt really good and confident and I decided I didn't want to worry about the baby, losing the baby, I should say. But I still felt depressed all the time and seeing the baby did help. But that night, even the night after seeing the baby, I did feel depressed again, which was kind of sad. And then on and off, like this morning I was feeling really depressed and sad and it comes and goes for sure. I feel like overall I'm doing a little bit better this week. I'm just trying to think this isn't me. This is the hormones. This, me watching TV all day, me not being able to clean my house as well as I'd like to, me not being able to go to the gym and do some activities outside the home. That's not me. It's just this pregnancy. It's just these hormones that are causing this problem. And so that's really helped me just kind of like think in that way that it's not me and that I'll get through this. And once I'm through it, I'll be back to my normal self. So that's helped a little bit, but I still honestly just like up and down depression all day, every day. And it's been really hard. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that, but it comes and goes. And I'm hoping that as the pregnancy goes on, that it's a hormone thing and that my hormones will kind of normalize and I'll start to feel better. And that's just what I keep reminding myself. Everything's gonna be okay soon. So anyways, now I will end this video because that was my 8-week update and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Don't forget to watch any of my other pregnancy updates and I would love to see you on my next video. Have a beautiful day.